What's up guys, it's Mike Xaoc back with another
New music, Monday.
And today I'm going to be talking about 3:15:20 by Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino, aka Donald Glover, aka McDJ, is an actor, director, musician, DJ, comedian, a writer, producer, and one of my favorite creators of all time. And if you haven't seen Glover's show Atlanta, I highly recommend you guys check it out. It's hilarious, the soundtrack's dope, you could watch it on FX or Hulu. Don't give me that shit. I know your ass is quarantined. You got all the time in the world. You better watch that goddamn show. You better watch that goddamn show. I will come through that fucking camera and bust your ass. And back to the album. 3:15:20 is Childish Gambino's fourth studio album and first release since his Summer Pack and smash hit This Is America back in 2018, and first album release since Awaken My Love back in 2016. Since it's been 4 years since Childish Gambino has delivered a full-length LP and kinda ghosted us a little after dropping This Is America, his music has been highly anticipated for the last few years. However, when Gambino decided to release this new album, he did so without any announcements or promotion. It was a surprise release. He also originally uploaded the LP to a website that he designed specifically for its release, donaldgloverpresents.com. But 12 hours later, removed it from the site, only to release it on streaming services a week later with the title 3:15:20, the date he originally streamed the project. When Gambino originally streamed the project from the site, it was paired with a digital drawing of a large group of people causing commotion while trying to escape a burning city. But when released on streaming platforms, Gambino uploaded a blank white cover for the album artwork and removed the names of all the tracks, replacing them with the runtime they occur in the runtime of the overall project. The only two tracks that kept their names are the second and third track, Algorithm and Time. There's a lot of mystery surrounding this project, and I don't have time to get into all of the theories and deeper meanings that the internet is hypothesizing, but I'll definitely include some links in the description for you guys to check out on your own time. Personally, I think that Gambino decided to keep the album and track titles blank because he doesn't want those things to influence the listener's experience while listening to the project. Instead, he wants the music to speak for itself and for each person to have their own unique listening experience that they can internalize and then come up with conclusions on their own. The songs are interesting enough in themselves, and in fact, they don't really sound like traditional songs. It feels more like you're traveling through different moments of time over the course of a track and over the course of the whole album. A few of the tracks transition from one sound to a completely different sound mid-song, as if he was combining two shorter songs into one. We've seen this done in pop music before from artists like Kendrick Lamar who have popularized the technique, but Gambino is a bit more experimental with his approach to it as he elongates some of these transitions, like on the track 24:19. The whole final minute of this track consists of this heartbeat that gradually gets more and more intense and loud, and it's paired with an aggressive breathing that also gets more intense and loud before reaching a dramatic climax and then slowing down and transitioning into the next song. This transition is an interesting little audio bite as it comes after a large atmosphere R&B soul love song. This song seems like Gambino is reminiscing about a past lover and the unfortunate deterioration of their relationship. I mean, the outro of this song is Gambino saying goodbye to someone who he once loved romantically and thanks them for experiencing love with him. And perhaps the anxious beating heart transition that follows this is Gambino having some sort of a panic attack because he's not ready to let this person go and not ready to accept the fact that his life is going to drastically change. The instrumentals sound like a more developed version of his last album, Awaken My Love, as Gambino continues to draw inspiration from 70s funk and R&B soul. The overall production can be a little bit rough around the edges at times, but a lot of the tracks on the album include a variety of instruments, making these tracks feel full and have a large atmosphere. The songs 24:19 and 35:31 are prime examples of this. Exceptions being the intro 0.00 and 39:28, both of which include Glover singing with these crazy vocal effects over some lonely pads and keyboards. 39:28 reminds me of the beginning of Bohemian Rhapsody, as Gambino uses the same iconic harmonizing vocal synth on his voice. However, this continues through the whole song and it never really develops into anything else. It just fades out with Gambino's gradually depressing vocals and an isolated keyboard behind him. Interestingly, the only single that Gambino decided to include on this album was Feels Like Summer from the B-side of his Summer Pack back in 2018, but he renamed it 4226. I really like the song. The dreamy vocals, the jazzy drum loops, and the rhythmic acoustic guitars really make you feel like you're sitting on a magical beach in mid-August after becoming a bit delirious from being out in the sun too long. As far as the lyrical content goes, Gambino sings a lot about the current state of the world, like on the track Algorithm. He also sings about desire, experiencing love in all forms, the inevitability of change, living in the moment, and his father. It's hypothesized that a large amount of the songs on this album were actually recorded with Gambino's father in mind. There is apparently a hidden note written in the code of DonaldGloverPresents.com, which is pretty sick. I'm not gonna read it word for word, but basically the note is about how Gambino's life drastically changed with the passing of his father, and he's still looking for closure, although he doesn't know how long that will take. Glover also writes that he wants to continue his father's legacy through his art. If you want a deeper analysis on this hidden note, you can click this video right next to my head. They dissect the whole thing for you. Overall, I'd give this project an 8 out of 10. Gambino continues to show his versatility in music here as he continues his neo-soul wave that he started with Awaken My Love. Although 3:15:20 is a bit more mysterious and experimental than Awaken My Love, and it may not be for everybody, but the song compositions and vocal effects are unlike any other music that's being released today. Also, the surprise Ariana Grande and 21 Savage features. Whew! In addition, the inclusions of sounds from emerging genres in the 70s era is greatly appreciated. The production can be a bit strange and rough at times, and perhaps Glover could have benefited from developing the flow of the production a little bit more. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video as always. If you found it informative, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want more new music, here's some other releases that came out this weekend. You should check them out, they're pretty good. And I'll be back next week.
New music. New music.
Thanks, guys.